didn't go in, just parked a while. The porch looked smaller than I remembered, like it had learned to live without me. There were leaves caught in the screen door, same spot they always fell. I stood there longer than I meant to, let the feeling pass on its own. Back then I thought leaving would change me all at once. Turns out you just carry things until they set themselves down. I don't miss it the way I used to, don't ache for it anymore, but I still know what it gave me. Took a breath, let the engine idle. Some places don't call you back, they just let you notice how far you've come without saying a word. When I drove away, the road felt familiar, like it wasn't keeping score, just letting me through. I had a day where nothing fit, not bad, just off somehow. Every plan felt borrowed, every word came out late. I went through the motions anyway, bought what I needed, said hello. There's comfort in the usual, even when it doesn't land right. I used to think days like that meant something was wrong. Now I see them for what they are, just days passing through. Ooh, I let it be uneven, didn't try to smooth it out. By evening things settled down, not better, just quieter, and that was enough to let the day end kindly. You don't need every day to make sense. Some just remind you you're still here. I met myself halfway today. Didn't argue, didn't push, just stopped asking why I felt the way I did. There was a time I kept moving like stillness meant giving in. Now it feels more like arriving without making a sound. I thought about the roads I took, mostly without thinking. Some led somewhere useful, some just led back. I sat at that a while, let it settle in. I don't feel finished or anything. That was never the point. Just learning how to stay when there's no clear reason to leave. Came on slow, like it knew I wasn't in a hurry. I didn't try to hold the day, I just let it go. I spent the afternoon doing something small, not because it mattered, just because it was there. My hands moved on their own, like they remembered the way. I didn't hurry them, didn't ask what came next. There was a time I needed every hour to count. Now I trust the ones that pass without leaving a mark. Without thinking, let the sound fade out. I stayed where I was, felt grateful for the calm, and didn't try to name it. just felt like the day had more to say to me. The road didn't ask where I'd been or where I was headed. It just kept on unfolding the way roads do. There was a time I filled the silence with plans and second guesses. Now I let it stretch out till it softens on its own. Ooh, I sang a line I didn't finish. Let it trail off. Nothing important came clear to me, and I didn't mind. Some answers arrive best when you stop looking for them. When I finally turned the engine off, the day felt complete. Not because of where I ended up, but because I let it take its time. I thought I'd feel more when it ended, some clear shift inside. But it passed like an afternoon that didn't ask much of me. We said what needed saying without trying to be wise. Left the rest where it was and walked away quietly. There was a time I held on to endings like they were proof. Now I see how they soften when you don't lean into them. I breathed out slowly, let the moment close. I don't feel lighter exactly, just less pulled apart. Some weight disappears when you stop naming it. Later that night I slept well without thinking why. Some goodbyes don't echo, they just leave room behind.
I was standing in the doorway, not going in or out, just listening to the house settle into itself. There were voices in the other room, talking like they always do. I didn't need to join them, didn't need to leave. I thought about the years I spent trying to be understood. Turns out most of what mattered didn't need much explaining. The walls know more than we do, they've heard it all before. They don't hurry the answers, they don't ask for more. I stayed right where I was, let the moment pass me through. I used to think a life was something you had to shape with your hands. Now it feels more like listening and not interrupting too much. When I finally moved away, the doorway stayed the same. Some places don't belong to you, they just let you borrow the time.
Was halfway through the morning before I noticed how I felt. The day had already begun without asking much of me. I stood by the window while not looking for anything, just letting the light come in the way it always does. There were years I needed mornings to tell me who I was. Now they just open the door and let me walk through slowly. I stayed where I was, let the quiet settle. I don't wake up thinking forward or back the way I used to. I wake up inside the moment and see how it holds me. By the time the kettle cooled, I felt ready enough. Some days don't need direction, they just need your presence.
There's a chair by the window I didn't notice for years. It's been holding the same light every afternoon. I started sitting there lately, not for any big reason, just felt like a good place to let my thoughts slow down.
think quiet meant lonely, but that isn't quite right. Sometimes it's just space without anyone asking anything of you. I hum a little without meaning to. Ooh, just enough to feel the air move. There were days I filled every minute, like silence was something to beat. Now I let it stretch out like a road with no hurry. Nothing important happened today, and that feels worth mentioning. The light moved across the floor, and I stayed with it. When evening came, I stood up slowly, left the chair where it was. Some things don't ask to be home, they just wait for you again.
There's a habit I picked up lately of not filling every pause, letting a sentence end early, letting the rest stay unsaid. I used to feel the need to explain, like silence meant I'd failed somehow. Now it feels more like trust, like knowing the room will hold it. I think about the people I loved, not with ache, not with praise, just the way you remember weather that passed through and moved on. I sit with it a while, let it be what it is. Some days don't leave a mark, and that feels like a gift. No sharp turns, no revelations, just time doing what it does. When evening comes, I don't resist it. I let the light fade slow. There's comfort in not reaching for more than what's already here.
There was a stretch of days when nothing seemed to happen. No good news, no bad, just time doing its work. I remember waking up then without much to think about. The light would come in soft like it wasn't trying to impress me. I didn't feel happy exactly, but I wasn't afraid either. There's a space between those things that doesn't get talked about much. I used to chase the feeling that something was about to change. Now I notice how often it already has. I let the thought drift by, didn't hold on to it. If you'd asked me back then what I wanted most, I might not have had an answer, but I was closer than I knew. Those quiet days didn't last, nothing ever does, but they taught me how to stand still without feeling left behind.
I was sorting through the evening without meaning to, letting one thing lead to another, the way it always does. The light was thinning out, not gone, just quieter. I felt myself slow down with it without making a choice. There were years I rushed the feeling, afraid it wouldn't stay. Now I let it come and go like it knows the way. I sat with my hands folded, didn't ask for more. I don't think about the future much, not the way I used to. It feels closer when I leave it alone and stay where I am. When the room finally darkens, just need to be noticed.
To walk the long way home, just to stretch the day a little, like I could slow the years down if I didn't arrive too soon. There were sidewalks I remember, more for how I felt than how they looked. Some days felt heavy for no reason, others passed like they were being kind. I don't walk that way anymore, not because I can't, it just doesn't ask for me now the way it once did. Sometimes I miss the wanting more than what I wanted, that restless pull towards something I couldn't quite see. Ooh, I let the thought drift off like smoke in cold air. Life has a way of evening out without asking your opinion. You learn to keep a softer grip on what you thought you'd keep forever. I made it home before I knew it, the light already changed. I stood there a moment longer than went inside, without thinking twice.
I spent the morning moving slowly, letting time decide which thought would stay and which would pass. The radio played something familiar. I didn't listen all the way through, just enough to feel less alone with it. There were years I filled the silence like it was something wrong. Now I let it lean in close and see what happens. Ooh. Grateful for the quiet and the way it held me. I found myself listening again to the way the house sounds when it isn't trying to be anything more. The floor creaks where it always has. The door sticks just a little. Some things stay faithful without ever being asked. I used to think I'd outgrow places like they were meant to fade. Now I see how they wait for you to come back slow. I stood in the hallway, let the feeling settle. There were days I wanted answers lined up neat and clear. Now I trust the pores between them more than what they say. When I finally sat down, I felt a quiet relief. Some comfort doesn't announce itself, it just knows where you are. I remember you this morning, not for anything you said, just the way the room felt calmer when you were around. We didn't talk the way people do when they're trying to explain themselves. We let things land where they landed and trusted that was enough. I used to think love was something you had to hold just right. Now I think it's more like breathing. You notice it when it's gone. I leaned into the quiet, let it carry me. I don't wonder where you are these days, or who you've become. Some closeness doesn't change shape, even when it ends. If I miss you, it's gently, just because I remember how it felt.
I didn't plan to stay up late, but the night had other ideas. The clock kept its distance, like it knew better than to rush me. I found an old thought I used to carry, back when everything felt unfinished. It didn't weigh what it once did, just sat there, waiting to be noticed. There was a time I filled the quiet with questions that went nowhere. Now I let them hang a while, till they lose their sharp edges. I remember thinking answers would arrive all at once. Turns out they come in pieces. I breathed out slow, let the room stay still. Nothing I needed fixing tonight, nothing asking to be named. Just the feeling of being here, long enough to feel honest. When I finally turned the light off, the dark felt familiar, like something that knew me and didn't mind my leaving it alone.
Thought about calling you today, not to say anything new, just to hear how your voice settles into the air. I didn't dial in the end, didn't feel unfinished. Some connections don't disappear, they just stop asking for words. There was a season when I measured every silence between us. Now I let the quiet be what it wants to be. soften on their own and leave you standing lighter than you expected. I was folding laundry in the late afternoon, not thinking much at all, just letting my hands remember what they've done 1,000 times. The window was open just enough to let the day drift through. I caught myself humming without knowing where it came from. There were years I filled every hour like stillness was something to outrun. Now I notice how easily it finds me on its own. Stayed right there, let the song trail off. Nothing important crossed my mind, and that felt like a gift. Some days don't ask to be kept, they just ask to be lived. I stayed with what was left behind, and that was enough. I found an old habit coming back, not knocking, just walking in, like it never really left. Just waited for the right moment. I still reach for things out of reflex, even when I don't need them anymore. There's comfort in the motion, even when the reason's gone. I remember how it felt to believe everything was fragile. just bring quiet, and that feels honest enough to sit with for a while. I'm not trying to change the feeling or give it a better name. I'm just letting it be here till it decides to move.